again, and today we're gonna do a very different video from the ones I usually do because I speak Spanish. But we're gonna shake things up and do something different. It's gonna be an experiment. We're gonna change the world, people. So I hope you enjoy it. Today we're gonna talk about this beautiful piece from Sarah J. Maas. It's called A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's the first book in a new trilogy. The third book just came out, so the trilogy is complete as far as I know. I've been anticipating the series a lot because both this one and the second book in the trilogy were voted within the top 10 books of 2016 in many occasions. So I was just really anticipating this book, and I have to say I was not disappointed. I rated this book 4.5 stars out of 5 stars in Goodreads, so it was pretty good. And why did I take off that 0.5 stars? Simply because the beginning of the book was a little bit slow for me. It was interesting, it kept me reading, of course, but as soon as I hit those 250 pages mark, the rest of it was just so much action and so many emotions and stuff. Wow, there was like a very huge difference between the first part and the second part of the book. That's why I took off those 0.5 stars. But it's no big deal, it's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. I'm gonna give just a small review without spoilers, so if you haven't read it, you're okay, you're good to stay. But afterwards, I'm just gonna spoil the hell out of this book, so you need to leave after that. So, this book basically is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. There's like slight similarities, but nothing huge. And it's basically about this 19-year-old girl called Fair, and this girl takes care of her family. He lives with her dad and her 2 sisters, which are all useless, like very useless, and they're very poor and they live in this village, so she has to go out and hunt, because if she doesn't hunt anything, they just starve to death. So we got this very strong, very like leader kind of female character, which I love. And it's very Sarah J. Maasy. If you have read the other series that she has, Throne of Glass, you can tell like the similarities between the 2 characters. They're very sassy, they're very, you're not gonna mess with me, I'm very strong, I'm independent, and I kick ass. It's awesome. So we have this very amazing female character. And we live in this world where all the humans have heard the stories about the High Fae or the Fae and this different world, and it's supposed to be north of the village where they live. And the legends tell that humans were enslaved by this, let's say, race, and that they had different courts and they had different lords and they reigned all over the place. They're like majestic beasts that have magic and power, and there are some kinds of ways that you can protect yourself from them. Some of them are true, some of them are not, but they've always heard about these stories. And there's a group of people in the village called the Son of the Blessed, if I'm not mistaken, because I could be mistaken. I have the worst memory in the world. This group of people worship this High Fae, or this Fae creatures, and they treat them as gods and they worship them. So that's how we start the book. And everything starts when Farah, which is our main character, goes into the woods and is hunting, and she's gonna hunt a deer, but a wolf appears, and she kind of thinks it could be a fae, because you know, in the woods you never know, because he's huge beast. She really needs both of those. She's starving, her family's starving, so she ends up killing the wolf and the deer, both of them. She gets back home, she skins the wolf, she sells everything, she gets some money, she gets food, she's happy, it's a normal routine. But then, the next day, a couple days afterwards, I can't remember exactly, this huge beast just bursts through the door and claims Fair, saying that he's a fae and that she took an innocent life and now she has to repay it with hers. So she either dies or she goes with him for life. That's where her story begins. That's like the kind of Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. The Beast kidnapping a lady, saying, or you die, or you take his place. It's like, okay, I'll take his place, I'll go. That's the Beauty and the Beast thingy. But it's really good, it's very exciting. If you've read the first Sarah J. Maas series, then you're gonna love this one, because it's so good. And there's a lot of romance. It's a little bit steamier than the first series that Sarah J. Maas takes out, but it's really good. It's really good. I can't wait to read the second one. So this is how far we're going with the people that haven't read the book. If you haven't read this, go read it, go buy it, you need it in your life, goodbye. Adios. Because I'm gonna start spoiling the hell out of this book. Alrighty, so this book, it was so good. I just have to say, Fair is like one of, again, sorry J Maas, one of my favorite female characters. She did the same with me when I met Celine in the other series. It was like, best female character ever. Now, there's kind of a tie. I really like Lucian. It's one of my favorite characters. He's so sassy, he's so like black humored. I don't know, he's just great. And the relationship that grows between Fair and Lucian is so good, like so best friendly. And I have this theory that's probably not gonna come true because it would be very unlikely, but I just picture Elaine, Fair's sister, with Lucian's, like, because she's so sweet and she's so flowery and bubbly, and Lucian is like really black humored and thinks he's the king of the world. I think they would just match so perfectly, but that's just a theory. I have to say I'm very tempted to look up like drawings of Tamlin, like very tempted, because I can't picture the face with the mask. I mean, both all the like spring court or whatever, because every time that Fair, like the description when they kissed, both Fairy and Tamlin kissed, I was like, I couldn't figure out how they were kissing if he had a mask. And at first I was picturing like a whole mask, but when things started going on, I was like, wait, how does this work? How is this working? I don't understand. And then I started picturing things like up to here and then up to here, but then it's just like a half mask. But she never says a half mask. She always says a mask. So I was really confused. Another character that I really learned to love, because I hated him at first, is Rhysand. He was a very unique kind of character. Very interesting. Because at first you see him and everybody's scared of him, and like they make you think he's evil, like bad, and he's even from the Night Court, so that makes him even darker. And all of a sudden I thought he was gonna take advantage of Fairy when they were under the mountain, because with the whole bargain thing and the tattoo and you're gonna be mine for a week every month, I was like really scared. Like, oh my god, he's gonna take advantage of her every single week and this is gonna be terrible. I was I was scared. But everything turned out to be so perfect. Like, he was on the good side and I was surprised. That was something that I didn't see coming, that's for sure. Then I wasn't expecting for everything to be that fast at the end, because I said from page 254, like it just flew by, and by the time we meet Amarantha and she's like, okay, you need to pass 3 tests and whatever, and then you'll have Tamlin. And I kind of expected it to drag along to the other book, like maybe she does all 3 tests, but that's where the book ends, or I don't know. I didn't expect it to be that fast, which was good, because that makes me wonder what's gonna happen in the next ones. I know the continent next to them, or the isle, or whatever it is, Hebethern, what's the name? It's like Hebern. That's gonna start playing in the situation, but makes me wonder what's gonna happen in the next ones, because it has such a happy ending. Such a happy ending. The bad girl dies, like literally is dead. And everyone goes back to their court, everyone's grateful. Then Lucian's brothers and sisters, oh my goodness, just lightning hit them, because I'm gonna kill them. They're so mean, so mean. But yeah, everybody goes home, everybody's happy, and the curse is broken, and now Fairy's a high face, like what in the hell, boy? I know you're watching, I know you're watching. I was very confused, because I can't imagine how her body will change. Like, I know the high fae are taller and gracefuler and like have this glitter skin or whatever, but I need to picture it. I need pictures. I need Sarah J Maas to make this a series. TV. I want to see it. Anyone else want to see it? Because I want to see it so bad. So bad. So I'm confused about that transformation, but it's gonna be exciting. And then, like I said, everything has such a happy ending. Like, they return and they're gonna be mated. I'm so sure of that in the next book. It's gonna be so romantic and so hot, because I know that's gonna happen. I've heard rumors. And they come back, and Alice has her nephews there, everything's happy, and it's just such a happy ending. Makes me wonder. So those are my thoughts about this first book. I really enjoyed it. I really did. There are a couple things that like have a question mark on my head, like Under the Mountain, is that an actual court? If you know the answer me, because I'm not sure. And Amarantha, where did she come from? If it's a court, maybe she's from there, but I don't know, because nobody was from that court, that's for sure. Everybody went to their original courts, night or dawn, day, autumn, spring, winter, whatever, but makes me wonder. And then all of the evil creatures like the bog and all the other things that I cannot pronounce, because Jesus Christ, Sarah J. Maas, you have to put a pronunciation guide? Seriously? Alright. It was the Atar, the Suryo, the Bog, the Puka, the Naga, all that dirty stuff. They come from the Night Court. I can't remember. The Atar worked for Amarantha and then he escaped. But the Suryo was kind of good with Fairy after she caught him. And the Bog, where does that come from? That's like question marks all over the place. Question marks. That I really hope they get answered in the next books. If ever they get answered in the next books, don't tell me. If they don't, and you're just smarter than I am, please tell me, because I have no idea. Those are my thoughts on this precious book, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I can't wait to get my hands on the next one. Oh my goodness. But I seriously can't wait, actually, because I could download it on my Kindle, but I need the physical copy. I need it in my life, and I'm not gonna pay for it twice, so I just have to wait. I just have to wait. But I'm really excited. If you have read this book, please leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought about it. If you have read the next 2 books in the series, tell me if they're better. I know the second one's better. The third one just came out, and I'm so pumped for it. So excited. So yes, I really hope you liked this video. It's my first video doing it in English. So we're making history. This is different. This is different. Editing this video is gonna be so much fun. But yes, that's it for today. If you like this video, like it. If you want to say something, comment down below. All my links are in the description box, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I've been anticipating this book for so long, because both this and the second book in the series have been on so many top 10 2016 books of the year. That didn't make any sense.